Hey, good morning. Here we are at July 8th. The promise of a new day. So this meditation book says, love is when each person is more concerned for the other than for oneself. David Frost. Loving ourselves is a healthy and necessary attitude if we are to garner the strength and confidence to move into our world of experiences each day. Self-love, when it is honest and nurturing, fosters compassion toward the others who share our experiences. Preoccupation with self is not self-love. How distorted our perceptions of life are when with incessant rigidity we force our personal selves to the center of every experience. When we focus only on how a situation relates to our own lives, too often we lose sight of the lesson we might have learned. To look instead with compassion upon the needs and frustrations of those sharing our experiences will usher in solutions and will invite an exchange of gratitude which makes all expressions of love easier. When we look outward with love and acceptance toward our fellow travelers, we inwardly feel greater love too. Any expression of real love today toward anyone will multiply by my possibilities for loving. Beautiful. I hear a lot of humility in here. And I heard once, humility is not thinking less of myself, it's thinking of myself less. And, you know, it's... that meditation totally goes along with, you know, where I'm at and where I'm going in life. And, you know, what are we doing? Why are we here? We are here to help each other, right? We are here to lift the whole, join hands, you know, complete the circle. We are all simply citizens of the earth, right? All of us. And it is up to us to lift each other up, right? Somebody told me once that the reason the government's getting away with all the things it's getting away with is because we became too reliant on it. We, somewhere along the way, we decided that they knew what was best, and we turned all the decisions about the way this country was going to them, right? And it has backfired, because there are people in power right now that are not looking at the whole. They're looking at themselves and what they can get and what, you know, they're the little field mice running around, so busy hurrying and scurrying and gathering and, you know, how much can I get from myself? I think about Daffy Duck. There's a Bugs Bunny cartoon where they're on their way to Pismo Beach, and they end up in the cave of a genie, and the entire cave is filled with riches and gold and just piles and piles of, you know, precious gems. And Daffy Duck sees that, and his eyes get really big, and he immediately starts shoving Bugs Bunny down into the hole. And he's like, no, mine, back, you know, it's all mine. I am a wealthy miser. And I feel like that is what's happening in our world right now. And we, as the citizens of the earth, we, as the citizens of the United States of America, it's up to us to change that. It's up to us to ensure that the elders are taken care of and the children are taken care of, and that we are putting our hands out to our neighbors, and we are not, like I said, so there's a line in this that I really liked, because it's not about being a martyr. It's not about, giving up every aspect of yourself. It is about loving ourselves is a healthy and necessary attitude if we are to garner the strength and confidence to move into our world of experiences each day. Self-love, when it is honest and nurturing, fosters compassion toward the others who share our experience. Preoccupation with self is not self-love. So, what are we doing to protect the earth? What are we doing to nurture the children? What are we doing to protect our oceans and, all the things upon which we rely to survive? We've handed that over to people that do not have our best interests at heart, and that is how I feel about it, but I'm not going to talk about that anymore. So, or maybe I should talk about that more, right? I opened up one of our favorite books, Heart Talk by Cleo Wade, and I opened it up to this page. No one's day is what you think it is. Be extra loving if you can. You could be the sign or the inspiration someone is looking for to know the simplicity of living with lovingness. Don't keep your sweetness inside of you, or keep it exclusive to your inner circle. Let it be part of how you move through the world. Let it be part of how you move through the world. Let it be part of how you show up for the earth, for your neighbor, for the stranger standing on the street corner. Be the person who gives $1 to someone in need on the street, waves at your neighbor, and smiles at a child walking by. We've all experienced instances in life where a loved one or even a stranger is sharp or harsh with us, and there is a part of us that feels compelled to react with the same energy. But we should ask ourselves, why affirm negative energy when we can just as easily transform it into positive energy? Be the reason someone realizes how simple it is to be nice. Be someone's muse in that way today. I love that. Be the reason someone else realizes how simple it is to be nice and to be thoughtful and to be caring. That's my goal. I want to be that. I want to be the reason. I want to, they say lead by example, right? I want to be the example of loving kindness in the world that I live in today. So, I'm going to take that with me, and I'm going to leave that here with you. And I'd love for you to think about, how do you show up in that energy? How do you project that into the world? Yeah, and I'm going to leave it right there. That's your Zen way for today. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And, try to do at least one kind thing for someone with no expectation of return, and then really take notice of how that feels in your heart and your soul. Because it is one of the best feelings in the world to me. When I selflessly give of myself to someone for no other reason than to be kind, it's one of the best feelings in the world to me. So there it is. All right, I'm going to really go now. That's your Zen way for today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.